Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm finally free from those college finals. I passed all of the tests, guys. I am hurting. I am in pain. But it is all over with now and we're going to get into some more gaming including Phantom Forces. I did promise you guys Phantom Forces in my last video, I believe, in the Sorcerer Simulator game, which is really fun by the way, but we're finally playing more Phantom Forces. Before we start this video though guys, I want to let you guys know that this video is not going to be kind of like the MP5K video because that one took a long time to edit. I'm still going to provide you guys with photos maybe, and I'm still going to be going in depth with the whole gun specs and details and stuff, so don't worry. But if you guys have not read the title already, we're doing the M4A1 today. Also, another thing that we're doing different is that it's going to be me playing the game while also commentating over it. So meaning you'll also see my reaction and I will be playing it at the same time as talking to you guys versus the MP5K where the gameplay was pre-recorded and I just talked over about it during a script, and that script was like, I don't know, like I did it on a Google Doc. It was like 9 to 10 pages long, and oh my gosh, there was just so much work that went into that video. So instead we're going to try to cut the workload but try to keep the quality up there. If you guys don't like this as much, I can go back to the way that I did the MP5K stuff. Just please let me know in the comments if it's really a big deal or not. Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing it this way because I know that this is going to cut down on that workload. Also, guys, I have dropped my DPI from 1600, which was very high. If you guys don't know what that is, that means my mouse, when I move it around, from side to side of my screen, if I basically twitched my hand ever so slightly, it would be out the side of the screen because I had my sensitivity or my DPI so high. So I dropped that from 1600, which is very high, to 800. So I might not be as good because I changed that. But hopefully you guys can bear with me on that. Okay, now we're gonna go check out the M4A1. Here we have the M4A1. We have my attachments already on it. I probably will strip the weapons so that way we can also look at the basic stats first. But for now, we're gonna get right into the build just right off here because those who are here just for the build and the build only, I want to get to that real quick. Optics are your choice. Optics do not matter to the gun stats as much as literally everything else. However, I like the EOTech 552, and I'm pretty sure that the best optic for the M4A1 is going to be the Mars. The reason why I'm saying it's the Mars is because if we go look at the stats real fast, we have no sight. This is what we have right here. And then we go to the Mars, it has a laser on it and everything as well, so it kind of boosts a little bit of everything. That's why the Mars is probably the best, quote unquote. But it's an optic. It's just personal preference. Go for what you want to go for. Personally, I like holographic sights, so I was looking at the XPS2 and the 552, and all I did was I looked at the stats, and I was like, well, the XPS2 is kind of worse in the sight accuracy department, so let's go with 552, which just drops accuracy but raises my sight accuracy. And if, in case you guys don't know, my builds are usually built around decreasing the recoil on your guns. So this M4A1 build is amazing for aiming down sights and having no recoil. Obviously, it's still going to have recoil though, but it's reduced a lot. Now, my build is the EOTech 552 for optics, compensator for barrel, pistol grip for underbarrel, and green laser for other. If you guys want to go in a way where you're slowly progressing to those attachments, I would just click on these things and see which one offers the best sight accuracy, and then you can go off of that. But for the M4A1, it kind of just seems like all of them are pretty low at the beginning, except for the pistol grip. For the progression of the pistol grip, just look at the attachments and just see if they affect the sight accuracy or not. And remember that the way that I like to go for is sight accuracy, then hip accuracy. That's in order of importance. For ammo type, I have all of them, but I've looked at all of them, and I just don't like any of them for the M4A1. It doesn't seem like they do a lot for me. I already like the way that the gun is. And I'll get into that when we go into more detail as well. What we're going to do now is we're going to quickly look at the basic stats without any attachments, and then we're going to compare it to my basic stats of my build. Okay, here we are looking at the default M4A1. It is unlocked at rank 0 and is going to be a carbine. With all of the attachments set at default, the damage is from 34 to 19. As you can see on the graph here too, you get 34 damage and then it starts to fall off. I'm going to say that's around a little bit less than 50 studs. Then it goes down to 19 damage and it flatlines right after around, let's just say, 125 studs. Now, there is one advanced stat we're going to look at right off the bat here because it talks about this graph. the damage range is 35 studs to 120. So it starts to fall off with the 34 damage around 35 studs of range, and then it falls all the way down until 120 studs. Then it will flatline at 19 damage. Alright, now we're going to close this advanced here, and we're going to get back to this. Fire rate is 780, that's basically rounds per minute if you don't know that already, and that's just how fast the gun is shooting. And as we can also see, the accuracy is a little bit better than the sight accuracy, and the hip accuracy is the best out of all three of them. And so that's just saying that this is a pretty solid hip accuracy weapon for a little while until you start using my build, where then you'll just be boosting the sight accuracy. The ammo capacity is 30 bullets per magazine and 120 bullets in reserve. Keep in mind that there's also one bullet in the chamber. You can see that in advance as well. And the reason why that is important, let me find it real fast. Yeah, right here, round in chamber 1. The reason why that is important is because then you can use 31 bullets in an entire magazine versus just 30 bullets. So that's pretty nice. One extra bullet can actually save your life. It's happened to me a couple times. And how it works, just real quick as well, around in the chamber just means that there's like a little place where you can chamber the weapon at the back here on the M4A1, that little line thing back here. You pull it back and it puts one of the bullets in the magazine into the chamber to be fired. That's basically the best way I can explain it to keep it kind of basic. And then when you reload a gun, and let's say it's like at 15 bullets, you'll reload it and it'll have 31 bullets instead of 30. But when you spawn into the game, the actual match, you're going to have 30 bullets. What we're going to do as well is we're going to play with this default gun, maybe for a couple lives, hopefully, and then we're going to show off how it feels. And then we're going to switch to my build, where we're going to look into the basic stats and then compare the gameplays. You guys can compare that on your own. I'm just going to record both of them for you guys. And then what we're also going to do after that is we're just going to talk about advanced stats, and that's going to be the end of it. But we're going to get into some gameplay now. Okay, that was some nice flicks over there. I'm not doing the best. I know. I'm just trying. It's kind of hard with the lower DPI. I kind of did that to myself though. That's my own fault, honestly. Okay, you know what? I take it back. The recoil on the M4A1 is not that bad without any attachments, but I do like having close to no recoil in general. It's just easier to control. And I like it when my guns are really easy to control, because then I can, you know, it helps me with my trash aim. Okay. M4A1 with no attachments, let's go. Okay, anyways, I think that's enough gameplay with the M4A1 without attachments, so we're gonna go and get my attachments back on and compare that with the basic stats for my build. Alright, we're back now with my build, and it's the same build as we talked about in the beginning of the video. That's what the whole point of this is, and it is the EOTech 552 compensator, pistol grip, green laser, and default ammo. And none of this has really changed except for one specific thing, and that is the accuracy, hip accuracy, and sight accuracy, where we can see that I obviously went for sight accuracy. Now we're just going to quickly hop into gameplay. There's no reason to keep looking at these stats here, because it's not like anything has changed in advance either that we mentioned in the basic stats. So we're just going to get into some gameplay with my gun, and then you guys can compare that for yourself. I just want you guys to know as well that I'm totally fine with doing the heavily edited, in-depth Phantom Forces gun builds for you guys if you guys do want that. I'm just wanting to know if you guys are okay with me doing it like this, because I want to see if I can cut down on some of the workload. But it's fine if you guys want me to keep doing this in a normal way. I don't mind that one bit. It was actually fun for me to do that because I got to take pictures. I got to make an entire script and do an entire analysis. I think the only difference is that I probably wouldn't do a script next time. Main reason being is because I sounded like a robot, and oh my gosh, when I read scripts like that, I literally have no emotion. Oh my gosh. I did not like that one bit. Someone died over here, so okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. I didn't expect a double kill right there. Okay, that was nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I feel terrible for them though, because they were all spawning there and I was just kind of just right there the entire time. I also think that's enough for the M4A1 with the build. Alright, now we're going to quickly get into some advanced stats. The only thing that we're going to be looking at is weapon ballistics, hip accuracy, sight accuracy, weapon handling, and misc. Obviously, that's all of the things, but what I'm specifically trying to say here is I'm looking at everything except for the accuracy numbers. We're only looking at like these main numbers at the top here because we don't really know exactly what all these things mean. I don't want to get into them if I don't really understand them, so there's that. If you guys have gotten this far into the video and you guys were just here for the build or the basic stats, thank you, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video this far, and you guys are free to go if you guys don't want to go into the gritty and nitty of the advanced stats here, but I'm going to go into the advanced stats because I'm assuming that some people like that, so we're going to go into the advanced stats here. The minimum time to kill is based off of your damage and at range and where you're hitting and stuff like that, so this is literally the minimum time to kill, and that is if you're hitting every headshot for every bullet at the range of 35 studs for a headshot. And the reason why I know that and I can confidently say that is because you're going to be doing 34 damage times 1.4. That's about 2-3 bullets. I'm not going to do quick maths in my head at the moment, but that's about 2 to 3 bullets in the head at that range to get 0.15 seconds as a one to get one kill. We have the head multiplier of 1.4 as we mentioned. We have the torso multiplier of 1, basically just meaning that you're still going to have your entire normal damage hitting the torso. The damage range we already went over. It's 35 studs to 120 studs, and this is just basically the falling range from right here to here. It's the slope. The muzzle velocity is 2,200 studs per second. This is how fast your bullet will be flying through the air. Penetration depth is 1 stud, and I'm not really sure what materials it can penetrate anymore. In my last video, the MP5K video, I said that I think metal isn't penetrable, but in my recent gameplay of just playing the game continuously, there has been a few metals that are actually penetrable or something like that. I don't know. But basically what this is trying to say is that for penetration depth, you have to have a bullet going into one side of a brick, and when it comes out the other side, it can only travel at least a stud or less. Otherwise, if it's bigger than a stud, it will not go through that material or that brick or that wall. Suppression, I don't really know exactly what that means, like, other than that's how you make someone else's screen shake when you're firing at them. Hip accuracy is 35, sight accuracy is 39, and accuracy is 32. So we got the sight accuracy all the way up to 39. I don't even know what the advanced stat is normally for the sight accuracy, but there you go. Also, I forgot to mention this earlier, and I apologize, but all these numbers that are in yellow now, they're in yellow because of my attachments. So as you can see here, when we're making my sight accuracy, we're changing every single bit of the sight accuracy versus like hip accuracy and normal accuracy. Then that's because obviously the one thing that we're trying to make better is our sight accuracy. Now we're going to go straight to weapon handling, where we have a reload time of 1.8 seconds, an empty reload time of 2.3 seconds, and a reload time is basically if you have 15 bullets in the magazine, you reload, it's 1.8 seconds. You have an empty reload time, that's when you empty a full magazine. You have no bullets in your gun anymore, you reload, it'll take you 2.3 seconds because you also have to chamber your gun now. So basically, reload when you still have bullets left in your magazine. Equip speed is how fast you're going to be able to switch to the primary weapon or the weapon of choice, which is in this case is the M4A1, which is a primary weapon. So it's going to be 10.8. I'm not exactly sure if that's in seconds though. I don't think it is, but that's just saying that it kind of comes out faster than it normally would. Aiming speed is how fast you will be when you're aiming down sights. The crosshair, we're not really going to get into. It's literally just the crosshair that you're playing with in game. It's the only reason why is because I don't know how to compare this to other statistics, and I don't think that it's really possible to change the crosshair stuff a lot. So we're just not going to get into this crosshair stuff. But we are going to go straight into miscellaneous now, where weapon walk speed is 14. That's how fast you are walking normally with the gun. You're 14 speed. But your weapon walk speed when you're holding the M4A1, regardless of what attachments you have on it, your weapon walk speed is going to be 14, and that's just you hip fire holding the gun. Aiming walk speed is 9.7. That's how fast you are going to be while you're aiming down sights and walking. Ammo type, and the reason why ammo type is important is because you have to look out for this type of ammo from other guns on the floor. Although that's for when you're playing the game more and where you're more experienced, you're looking for those type of guns. And honestly, if you're like me, I don't really even look for the guns. I kind of just run over all the guns I find on the floor and hope that it gives me ammo. It is a 5.56 by 45mm NATO or NATO. And then we have the one rounded chamber that we talked about, and I don't really know what the shot suppression range is exactly, so we're not going to get into that either. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't cover in advanced stats, but I hope that me covering as much as I did there was enough for you guys to understand why I like this build and why it works for me. If you guys have your own M4A1 build that you like, let me know what it's like in the comments below. I might be wanting to try it out too. I'm completely open to trying a bunch of other people's builds. And you know what? If there's someone that I didn't do that you think you would do better on this build, tell me. I think that would be fun to look at it too. There is one thing I forgot to mention earlier too. I forgot to mention the fire modes, which is automatic and semi-automatic. I should have mentioned that earlier because those are the only fire modes we have for this weapon as well. But other than that, that is the entire M4A1, and that is the entire M4A1 video. I know that this was a lot less organized than the MP5K video, but that's kind of how I wanted it to be. It makes me feel more human, and less like a monotone talking robot that's just reading an entire transcript that was provided to me. Which, keep in mind, I made that script for the MP5K video. So, there's that. And now that we're at the end here, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be including any images of the statistics, because it's not like when I was playing the game I was talking about the statistics, and we talked about the statistics completely separately from the actual gameplay. Let me know what you guys think. I genuinely want to know if you guys like this type of video better than the MP5K, or if you like the MP5K video, or is there a way where I can be in between with the M4A1 video and the MP5K style? Just let me know, because I want to know which style I can aim for and which side I can basically hit, because I want to be able to do a commentary. One thing for sure is I want to drop the script stuff, because making a script and then reading it off afterwards, that was tedious, and I didn't like that one bit. It turned out nice though. The MP5K, it was a really nice video. I liked that video. Let me know what you guys think, please. That would help me a lot. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy as much as I enjoyed making it, even though I was getting kind of whooped by everybody in this lobby. If you guys want to see more of me or get notified for anything I have, you guys can follow my social media below. You guys can subscribe. You guys can hit the notification bell. I'm not gonna tell you guys to, but if you guys do want to see more of me and more of my stuff, then there you go. And with that, I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. And I'm so glad that I'm free from those college finals. I have a story to tell about that. Maybe I'll make a video about that. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!